Good evening, everyone. This is Hari Charan. I'm from the Learn Clue team. I have my colleague Satish also with me. Um, Between both of us, we will try to answer and take you through the complete platform. Okay. Learn Clue is a company, is a product name for us. That's the product. So it's a digital diary is what we have launched. Digital diary is nothing but a learning management system. In simpler words, what it does is it tries to helps the school to physically transform a physical school into a virtual school through online. That's what this complete tool does. It's a simple platform. So whatever we are seeing it in physical nature of our school, at least 60 to 70% we try, and manage to create the virtual school through this online. That's what we try to do over this. And this Learn Clue comes up with two features to start with in this phase one of launch. One is academics. Academic is any all our classroom subjects can be taught on this platform. There is no limitation, right from LKG to engineering, and you take a degree, you can manage all the academics on this platform. It's a plain vanilla platform. We don't offer content on this. It's a vanilla platform, right? Second thing, what we have done is we have integrated Abacus and English expressive language and some Vedic math. We have our products. These are our own products. These products are also integrated on this. So if any of our client takes our products, then this complete digital diary Learn Clue will have everything in everything in at one place in a single login for our clients, right? So I'll quickly jump into the features of it. I'm not going to spend time on this, that. So we'll discuss all that. Yeah, quickly jumping on to what is this learning management system. So if you look at the basic four important pillars of the learning management system, what we have created, LMS, what we have created, is first thing what we are trying to address here is we are saying it's your student and your lesson. Now, what do we mean by that is um, let's take Narayana as an example. Narayana, the first and foremost thing, if you talk about a USP, would be the Narayana's curriculum, the depth of the subject. All the people on this call and the office over there, you have great knowledge and depth of a subject, and that's the main USP. So sitting here on a platform, I can't do or try to create at least 50% or 40% of what you have done. So what we kept is it's a plain vanilla platform we are giving where Narayana can load content from LKG to 10th class or even the higher classes in a way the teacher wants to teach a lesson to to the student. That can vary across. So that's the first thing which we have created on this platform. Second thing is practice worksheets. So today, at least when we go into the market and see the maximum worksheets or assessments which is happening in the market, when I look at that, it's all catering through Google form, which is multiple questions or true or false kinds of a question and answers through Google form. So it doesn't give too much of scope for a student to explore, or for a teacher these are coming as a restriction to their thought process. So what we have done is we have integrated more than 20 plus different kinds of assessment tools in this. So a teacher can create the best suited assessment here, and student thereby can practice, give examination, and then finish the complete learning curve. That's what we try to do over here. Third thing is student analytics, right? Student analytics, what do we mean by that is right from attendance to how much a student has actually gone through the online content. For example, a teacher has loaded 10 lessons. Out of the 10 lessons, did the student actually done 50% of it, 60% of it, 70% of whatever work a teacher has given to a student, assigned to a student or a class? Student wise, the teacher can see how much subject or content has been actually browsed or lessons have been learned by a student. That kind of analytic is available on this. Second thing is grading. So subject wise, within the subject, topic wise gradings are available for every lesson and every topic which a student goes through this tool. So at any given point of time, from a maths teacher point of view, maths teacher can identify a student's weaknesses in a specific topic. For example, when it comes to a grade 1 or grade 2, additions, subtractions, multiplications, divisions, and linear equations. So you can identify in these 4 to 5 topics. As an example, I'm just saying, in these 4 to 5 topics, you can find out which topic the student is actually facing issue, means wherever he's scoring less marks. So this analytics is available with a teacher and is also available as a parent to a parent. So at any given point of time, the complete analytics are provided to both the people who are influential to a student, right? These and many other things I will show you on when we go through the portal. There's a third one. Fourth one is integrated live class. What do we mean by integrated live classes? I understand when I was there yesterday, you are actually running the classes through Zoom, right? There is a Zoom as an option. There is Microsoft Teams, Google Forms, and there is a free tool with big blue button. There are many vendors in the market who are live conferencing applications. So what we have done is we have integrated these things into our application itself. So a student need not actually toggle between sheets or internet browsers to log in once into a browser and go through a live class, then again move on to something else and then do homework and then move on to something else and do examination. No, everything is structured. The way we have structured here, I will take you through, is like a textbook. If a student opens a maths textbook, he can lesson by lesson, within the lesson, explanation about the topic, then some practice, and then examinations teachers would conduct. In between, now the online phenomena of where teacher will be explaining the class to a student. So this all things are integrated in a very structured way in our LMS system. So main salient features, if you ask me, these are the four pillars, I would say, which we have built our tool on, right? So moving forward, the uh, the application is available in 3 forms: one for student, two for teacher login, and the third is for admin or principal login. Okay, here we are saying basically 3, but there are multiple other things. For a corporate structure like Narayana, you would be having the departmental heads, you will be having state coordinators, so all those hierarchies can be created, and respective uh, you know what do you say, restrictions can be created and given to the respective individual, right? That means for a complete math HOD, we can give one unique username and password where the complete math curriculum can be tracked and done by them. So I will discuss that in detail also when I go and show you the architecture, right? Now let me just spend 2 minutes here just to explain what is there, and then we'll get into the portal and I'll take you in detail about each of the things, right? Student login, when we look at the student login is available in 2 forms. One is web and the other is app. Okay, so I'm sure if we take our statistics and market survey, I think maybe 20 to 30% of our parents may have a laptop or a computer at home. What about the rest 60 to 70% of the students? Most of these people are dependent on smartphones, and all the parents have a smartphone. So what we have done is we have got, for a student, the access is available both on web and also on app. What a student does is just come log in with a username and a password, and then go through all the lessons loaded with teachers, do practice sessions, dictations, quiz. I'll take you through all that. Uh, Live classes can also be attended over here, and the content which is getting loaded online is available for the student 24/7, 365 days. The content is available. That means lesson by lesson, whatever a teacher is loading to a student, for example, let's take offerly examinations. When offerly examination comes in, the student can go back to class 1, again go through the same lesson. He can do the practice sessions over there, do the examinations over there. and prepare everything lesson by lesson and come back. So all this content is available for the student. I'll show you that, right? Second thing, what we provided is uh, a simple feature wherein student can take photo of his classwork or a homework and keep loading, right? He can write anything on a piece of paper and he can upload that as a homework, assignment, whatever. He can keep uploading from his mobile phone or from a laptop or computer desktop, right? So these features are available. The other important feature which we have integrated, if we look at our big blue button is our free tool which we have integrated on this now. The other tools are also getting integrated. So if a student, for example, misses an online class, there is a live class which has been scheduled, or there is a live class. So student misses the class for whatever reasons. Maybe the parent have to go out, on an unplanned thing or whatever it is. The student may miss the class. So what happens if a student miss the class? So no worries, the complete recorded session. For example, if we take this recorded session, 2 of our colleagues are missing this session. So I'm recording this session. Similarly, teacher can record the session. The same recorded session can be made available on the portal itself. So that way, all the features are available for a student so that we ensure that he doesn't miss anything, right? Second login is our teacher login. What a teacher login does is teacher login or the admin logins happen on web only. There is no app for them. But this web login can happen on a larger screen, which is a desktop or a laptop, or even on a smartphone also they can browse. And our system is a very naive system. So the portal web page keeps adjusting as per the size of the screen. So you don't need to toggle left and right to view this thing. So it exactly, the screen size matches exactly, and the format and the structure gets oriented as per the screen sizes. So I'll show you also how nicely done, so that you will experience it. I'll cast my mobile phone and show you in the last 5-10 minutes of this session, right? Then what a teacher does, so what teacher does is whatever material teacher has created to explain a lesson today, that needs to be uploaded here. Then once a lesson has been uploaded, teacher would be giving a lot of practice work, examinations, all that can be uploaded here, right? Then live classes can be done. Teacher can schedule that also, right? And what kinds of practice tests can be done, what kinds of lessons can be uploaded, all that we will practically see, and I'll show you what all can be done and how easily a teacher can execute the program is what we can look into, right? Then the other important thing is teacher can grade every student, every marks. So the multiple choice questions and all that gets graded automatically. When a teacher creating the content itself, teacher will be giving the marks for each of the question, and as per the student's answer, the system itself generates the report right and then. Um, Other than that, any assignments or essay writing or examinations, written examinations conducted by the teacher or homeworks, those needs to be graded, and those once a teacher grades it, the complete class-wise report is available for a teacher and a parent to view the students' learning curve. Right. The last one important point which I want to mention about teacher login is uh, there's a concept called class notebook we have created here. This concept was actually recommended, and when we deployed our solution to one of our school, what we found is most of the lessons, maybe barring maths, all languages, science, social, English, everything, most of the lessons are being taught in a question and answer form to a student. That means there is a textbook where a student has to read the textbook, but mostly the student learns the concepts through question and answers form. That's what we have noticed. At least most of the students learn the subject in that way. So what we have done is, how can we make that a easy solution integrated over here, so that it is easy for our school also to give that content, and also for a student to go through the same what he was doing in a physical form of a school. So there is a facility here called a book. I'll exactly take you through that and show you. So teacher, what she can do is she can take a previous year student notebook, which is very well maintained, neatly written. she can take a photo of each of the topic and upload that in a book form. So student will just open that and keep writing all that, share that in his classwork, homework, whatever, and then read it, prepare for it, and attend the examination. That's how this complete process happens, right? So we'll discuss more that, and I'll show you the practical example. Then you can visualize that, right? Experience it. Then admin and principal rights. There are many administrative rights available. Okay, right from, you know, for example, in Narayana point of view, if the content can be created at a top level in the sense at a class level. So all the branches of Narayana don't need to create the content. Only one person, the head of the department for a math or a science, if they create sitting at a corporate office or at whatever place, all the branches will experience the content. They can go through the same content. So the duplicacy is taken away across the system, right? That's one important thing which we have done. Now, what kinds of roles can be given as a administrative roles is, now for all the teachers sitting in the branch or the schools, they will be given only teacher accesses, where the teacher can only teach, they can't create content, right? The people sitting in the corporate office who needs to create can also be content creation, rights can be given. Similarly, head of departments will have access to the complete his or her state information, school by school. Like that, the complete architecture can be given, and the roles can be defined in a way that everyone has a clear-cut understanding of how the course is running across, right? So now what I'll do is, let me quickly, this is how the overall structure looks like. So it's simpler system, structured, class, section, lesson. I'll take you through that, and it's a personalized content. So this virtual school means you have a digital online class available here, wherein lessons and assessments are done online, and there is a live class which is integrated with recording facilities so that the student doesn't miss any of the live classes also. This complete forum, we are calling it as digital diary, which is a virtual school, right? So I'll quickly take you now. I'll start off with my website. So I'll take you through the website step by step, and later on or in between, if you have any questions also, we can take. It's up to you. You can unmute and ask me and stop me, and we can discuss at any given point of time, right? So now let me start off with an administrative user. Okay, this is an administrator user, Vishwam School we have created, which is nothing but in case of Narayana, it will be Narayana. So for example, Vishwam School, what we have done is, there is a Telangana, like that we can create states, state by state here. In each of the states, we can create the districts or towns. Within the district and towns, we can create the areas. Within the areas, we again have, for example, Kukatpalli, you have XYZ, all the classes available here. So all the classes will be defined. Like that, this complete architecture will be created by us, right? There is a school creation form we take. So in the school creation form, we capture all this information and we create a complete architecture like this. Under each of the class, again we create the sections. Under each of the sections, the students will be added, and the teachers are also mapped to the subject. For example, English teacher for class 2 in Hyderabad Kukatpalli 1 branch is Samira. There's language 1, there's social Kiran, there's science Srinivas, maths Karthik. So like this, the complete architecture gets created by us. Gets created by us. And once the architecture is created, what we will do is, for every student, unique username and password gets generated, and we share that. So every student will have his own unique username and password. Second thing, for every subject teacher, the respective username and passwords will be given. So a science teacher or a specific class teacher can't, for example, here mathematics, Karthik is there. Karthik can view only content related to Karthik's class. Means within mathematics also, maybe you in a school, Karthik is given some 2 classes, class 1 and class 2. So he can only view class 1 and class 2 content. He can't view any other content. Such kinds of restrictions are given, and Karthik is given a unique username and password. Similarly, the administrator, right from state heads to whatever architecture we have seen, district level, zonal levels, whatever zonal concepts we have, we can create all the hierarchies. Similarly, subject level also we can create, whichever way we want to they agree on, that kind of a architecture can be created, and we can share those information respectively. Once this information is shared, what a student does, right? So this is the web. Okay, I'll after the web, whatever we see on the web, the same thing is available on the app also. I'll show you how the app looks like and the content over there. But let me start off with the web. So in this web, for example, Ajay is a class 2 student in Kukatpalli branch, right? So Ajay will be given a unique ID and password. So I'm just logging with Ajay as a username here and password here. So once Ajay logs in, okay, we just gave Ajay name as Ritesh RM, okay. So we can, the username can be serial number with a we can agree on a nomenclature and create a this thing. So student can get into it, once he logs into the portal for the first time, he can change the password and he can create his profile. That's what how we have created here. So this is the home page. This is the activity board for a Ajay, right? Or Ritesh. Let's take Ritesh from here, right? So what we see on the left side here is my subjects. What do we mean by my subjects? My subjects are nothing but all the subjects what Ajay has in a class 2 are given over here. Telugu class 2, language 2, English, social, science and maths. These are all the subjects which now the Ritesh has got in class 2 section. Now, for example, Narayana has got abacus also with us. So we can add abacus also here. So student can view the abacus related information also over here. There is a concept which we have, which is Express English Language Lab. So that is also there. So that can also be added over here. Like that, I've told you we have 3 products. The other one is Vedic Math. So Vedic Math can also be added here. So whatever program a school actually comes and takes from us, all that assigned to the class, only to the class, the respective subjects will be visible over here. If the school doesn't take ELL and abacus, these two will not be visible for the student. That's how this part of thing looks like, right? Now let me come and show you this part, announcements. These announcements are school level, administrative level announcements. That means a principal or a correspondent of the branch, whatever they want to announce at a top level to all the students, irrespective of classes and this thing, those announcements can be posted over here, and student would be viewing all the announcements here. For example, there is an announcement which was given by the correspondent of the branch saying our exams are cancelled due to COVID, right? This announcement can be a simple text like this. It can be a video announcement, or it can be an audio announcement too. So it all depends on what kind of announcement the management really wants to do. That that is visible over here. That's how this piece is about. Then there is something called class schedule here, which is nothing but the activity board, the immediate action items or the assignments or the classes which a teacher has given to the student for that class are shown over here. Here a student can view for the next 7 days. By default, next 7 days is visible. He can view for the next 30 days here. He can view for next whatever, he can select that, right? If he doesn't want to go by date wise, he can view the same thing by subject wise also. But default is date wise. The reason being, subject wise he can view here also. Lesson by lesson can be viewed here. All right. So this is what is available over here. So he can click and directly get into this particular topic. Underneath you have a student progress report, right? What do we mean by this student progress report? This is nothing but how much percentage of the subject the student has actually completed out of a teacher assigned course. That means, for example, teacher has loaded some 10 lessons. If a student has completed only 20 lessons in English or 20 activities, so it says only 20% of this subject has been covered by him, by the student. This is by the student. Maths only 11% of whatever has been assigned has been completed by the student. So social he has completed 80%. That's how the progress means how much work has been loaded to a student by a school, and of that what percentage of the content has been viewed by the student can also be viewed over here. That's what is available here in the at the bottom, right? Then there is one more feature here, which is calendar. Calendar is nothing but whatever student is viewing here, the same thing can also be viewed here. He can see all the things which are being scheduled, the live classes being scheduled on that day. Is there any examination which has been scheduled? So if you look at here, there is a maths monthly exam which has been scheduled. There is a live class being scheduled. So there's a practice session which has been given. So all those schedules activities comes over here for him. Okay, so this is what is available on the activity board. This is a home page for a student when he logs in, right? Now let me just take you through take you to subject by subject, with whatever limited knowledge we have on creating a lesson we have created, just to show you some example. Okay, uh, what can be created is up to the creativity of the teacher. So let me open, I'll start with maths first, right? I'm just clicking on the math subject. So for a math 2, let's visualize a textbook here, right? For a maths class 2 guy, so there's a lesson 1 which is numbers up to 200, right? Numbers up to 200. Then there is a lesson 2 comparing numbers. There is a lesson 3 additions and subtractions. There is a lesson 4 multiplications. There is a lesson 5 numbers up to 1000, right? Like that, all the lessons can be uploaded. If you have the content with you readily available, you can upload everything, and not only content with you, and also teacher needs to have the time with them, right? You can immediately upload everything, or you can load the content as latest as, like, for tomorrow's session you can load the content now, or 10 o'clock session you can load it at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. It's instant sync. There is no delay in uploading or anything, right? So the moment teacher loads something, it immediately starts reflecting in the student's page. It is up to the school, it's up to the school's resources, and it's up to the school's data. Data, what do I mean by data is um, the content, the the online content availability. So if you have that, if you have the resources available immediately, you can upload everything. And the best feature over here is, for example, Narayana is starting the live classes today, right? Online classes today. So what I'll do is I'll start this class immediately. So the student, when he gets in, he will have access to this immediately. Now student can view this, but he will not be able to access this till 1st of July. That also can be created. Those restrictions can also be given by a teacher while creating the content. Now teacher can also say, that means you are actually scheduling your academics on online. Additions and subtractions have to be the student should be able to access this content from 15th of July. Multiplication should be accessible to a student from 1st of August. Like that, what the way you have your academic calendar, you can actually create the complete calendar here, right? That's the kind of facility available for a teacher. Now let me go and start off with the lesson. So what this is our thought. Okay, it's up to the the school to decide on how to create a content. I'm just trying to take you some examples and show you what this platform um, can do. Is what I'm trying to show you in the next few minutes here. For example, numbers up to 200. The first thing a teacher would do is she will give some explanation about the content. That explanation of the content can be, in the current times, I would say, can be a video clip, or it can be an audio clip, or it can be a video recorded by the teacher itself, or it can be a video from internet, which is a free video, um, or if a teacher thinks the content is very difficult, it needs to be explained, or doubts need to be clarified, then teacher can schedule a live class too. Like the way we are having live class, teacher can schedule a live class too. right? Let me now start here. Place value and face value. What teacher has done is.
Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you are doing good. Stay home.
So there's a lesson which
Yes,
has been created by
4,371
teacher explaining the complete
and 6,572.
So this explanation is available to the student. So as a student at any given point of time, whenever I'm free, whenever I have the device at home, all right, so it eliminates all the device related issues. Means my father has gone out at that time, madam, my current was not there at that time. All these things get eliminated. Student can view the content what has been created, because I know what kind of efforts are going to teachers are going through to put this content in place. So what we are saying is a lesson can be created, a video lesson, or explaining the same concept on a piece of paper and taking a photo of the paper and putting over here. That can also be done. A simple image, right? Then similarly, a live class has got teacher has created a live class. So if you look at the live class here, so teacher has scheduled a live class. Teacher has not decided not to record this class, so the recordings are not available here. So I'm just showing one example here. This live class was done already. The conference has been ended, so the recordings are not available. We'll create a live class and show you, right?
To add a note, Hari, we can plug in the Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet over here.
Yeah, this live class can be our Big Blue button, which is a free tool available for everyone, but the performance related issues are there. Zoom, since Narayana has got Zoom, I know we can integrate Zoom like this. So the Zoom calls can be organized and can be done across, right? Similarly, the Bill Gates Foundation, what they have done is to schools to support education. They have an through Bill Gates Foundation. They are giving some free Microsoft host license also. So there is an advantage of that. I'll talk about it later. Right, like that classes can be created, whichever classes, right? Then teacher, now that she has given a lesson, now teacher wants to understand what is the learning, how much, what is the understanding of each and every student. Now there is a practice session teacher has created. Okay, student can do number of attempts, right? That's the reason it has come in. So now what is the place value of 5 in 3526? So there is a question, there is a mark also assigned to it, 1 mark to it. It is up to the teacher to give how many marks as per teacher's. Now student will select that and he just says yes. Yeah, this is the correct answer. This is the wrong answer. The correct answer is given here. The marks are also given here. 0 mark here and 1 mark here. And all this assignment, all the reports are accessible to the teacher at a student level. So student by student, she can see whether a student has done all the activities. We'll talk about it later. I don't want to jump.
To add a note, we can give marks depending on the question. For one question, we can give 1 mark. Another question, if it is a very typical one, we can give 2 marks also for that question.
Yeah, the marks can be defined by the teacher. Thanks, Sadish. So now moving on, the second chapter, comparing numbers. For example, there one video teacher have created is on comparing of numbers, right?
Okay, children. So, children, the number that comes just after a given number.
Right. Maybe success and predecessor in the same topic. She has created one more.
Success, which is just before a particular number.
So whatever way a teacher really wants a student needs to go through the lesson, teacher can upload that. So now the explanation of the same thing has happened. Now teacher has created a assignment for that. What is, find the minimum number of out of this? For example, 18. What is the maximum number out of this? 745. The good part of this is marks are anyways given as per the teacher's this thing. So there is a range which gets created. Okay, now this is right answer, this is right answer. Teacher, just remember this one. Okay, 18 is the lowest number here. Now let me come back to the same question and show you. Student can come and practice the same test multiple times. You can see here as a login, I've done the same test 24 times. Now the question changed, and you have not created. You don't need to physically come and say create these many questions. What you need to do in this particular thing is to just give a range from 100 to 1000. You take random numbers and create questions for this. Like that, you can give a random range, and student can come and create as many questions, as many times as possible. He can come and reattempt the same thing, and every time the question keeps changing. Right now, I will talk about more and more lessons when we go into teacher. I'll try to show next 10 to 15 minutes. I'll spend more on what kinds of different kinds of practice or assessment tools are available. I would like to show you that. So just keep looking at these things. So there is something called H5P content. We have integrated. We have taken a license from this guy. We have integrated his a tool with us. So what it does is all academic. The 7 plus 25 from a class. You can define how much the severity of this question. Basis the student's class, you can define the severity of this question. And for example, I've given wrong answer. No, this is the right answer, right? So marks are given, and again he is practicing it. As many practice, and this same thing he can retry again. The question changes. What you need to do is not retrying. You have to come and reattempt here. When you reattempt, the question again changes. So at every attempt when you do, the question changes. Now the question got changed over here. Like this, all arithmetics, which are basic additions, subtractions, multiplications and divisions, can be done with the same H5P content in the same way. Similarly, linear equations can also be done over here. And I'll show you what teachers how easy it is to create this content. It hardly takes 1 minute for a teacher to create this content. See, this is the linear equation. It can be created. So just student has to do it. So end of it, how much time has been taken for the student to complete all these questions will be monitored, and the right, true or false questions also can be done here. Let me now show you few more examples of how to give multiplications. If I am fast, please stop me. What is the product of 38 and 8? Let me give some 400 as an answer. So like this, without giving an answer also, it's not a multiple choice question. You can give a blank to them. They will come back, answer that. You will give the right answer to them, and also the marks assigned over here. Let me take to the same. I'll show you a couple of more examples. Divisibility rules. So for example, teacher has taken the class on divisions. Now she wants to try and understand the understanding of a student, right? Let me randomly, these are questions on divisibility rules. So all divisibility rules, whatever examples we thought about, few we have just plugged in here. Now here, the beauty of this product is 240 is divisible by 5. I said false. The answer is true. So the explanation of the false answer is given here. If the last digit is 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. Like that, every answer you can explain the concept here. So it is, you are reinforcing the concept into the child's brain when he is practically practicing it. So that kind of so for all wrong answers, you can give the explanation of the concept, right? So like this, all wrong answer, the concepts can be explained here. So you are reinforcing the same thing what a teacher has taught via video or a live call. When they practice it, you are giving them, you are correcting them there itself with some clues and all that, right? Now let me take you to few more examples of some other subjects and show you what other kinds of contents can be done. Okay, sorry, I missed one point here. I showed you at the activity board, like a school level announcements can be done at a school level, and we saw it at the rightmost corner here. Similarly, teacher can do class level announcements, subject level, class level announcements. Those will come when a student selects the subject at the top as announcements. So all the teacher announcements will come here. Now there is a lesson on microorganisms created by the teacher. She has copied a YouTube video and placed it over here. So the video is available here for the student.
Thing. तो they are also ऊपर या अंदर रहकर colonial भी हो सकते हैं.
So the complete student can actually go through the complete video and understand all the types of microorganisms and everything. Now that he has understood the concept, he has prepared the concept, it is available for him to come back and actually prepare again, right? Or he will make a note of those doubts. Whenever teacher comes on a live section, he can ask those doubts. So our live sessions can be more productive when we use these kinds of tools. Now, a question and answers on the same concepts like this. Choice, a true or false, a match the following can be done. Match the image with, I'm just trying to show you different types of activities which can be done over here. Match the image with image, match the image with a word like this. All that can be chosen here. Right? Then let me come back, show you some more examples. So there is something on the earth. The lesson has been explained. You want to try and again, this is one kind of assessment. It's an interactive tool so that student will have that fun element in him, so he gets engaged on the tool. So he will start spending quality time on mobile. So see, end of the day, student is spending time anyways on the mobile phone. So now through these kinds of tools, what we do is we are trying to engage them properly. That's the biggest challenge for us when on online. In a classroom teaching, all the students are sitting in front of us. So we know, teachers know it much better to control them. But on online teaching, where you do not have access, controlling a class is even more difficult. Engaging a student there is the most important thing. How do we engage? That's where we try to get some interactive content in place so that student feels it as a game to go through our classes and lessons, right? So there is one more question and answers kind of a thing which we have created to as an assessment. Lots of different kinds of assessment tools can be created. This is a drag and drop. The biggest planet in the solar system. The smallest planet, I will say Pluto. The draft planet, I'll say Earth. Now when I submit with wrong answers, what I get is the wrong answers, the marks. Out of the 1 mark, I only got 0.33. You can define, don't give any mark also, or you can define that. And the right answer is being explained here. Jupiter, Mercury and Pluto, right? So this is the other important example I want to really just look into this. On civics, on equality. So this is the point which we wanted. I want to just take 1 minute here and stress on this point, because today in our classroom teaching, what a teacher does in most of the subjects other than maths is transform the lessons synopsis into short question and answers, fill in the blanks, or a descriptive question and answers. So teacher dictates that, student makes a note of the complete thing. He follows the teacher's commands, and then they make a note of everything, and they go home, practice the same thing, prepare, study that, come back, and in the unit test they write the examinations. Now in our current online system, how do we ensure the same system is being followed? So on equality, for example, equality in Indian democracy, there are 3 topics available. Yeah, someone wants to say something to me. Please unmute and speak, ma'am. Or sir, sorry. You want to say something? Yeah, right. Unmute and ask if you really want to say something. Yeah. So types of equalities, under this on equality, there is types of equalities. There is a short question and answers, and there is a descriptive question and answers. How do we address these 3 things in a single folder, right? This is like a book. So what a student has done, he has come to this topic of on equality, he opened that book. So now types of equality. What we have done here is we have taken a photocopy of the previous year student. We have taken a book which is very nicely and maintained well and neatly written. We have taken a photo of that. So student knows that, okay, these are the kinds of topics. I will, as a student, I will share all this in my notebook. Now, there is, in the same topic, there are very short questions and answers. So all the question and answers are taken a photo, and the same thing has been written here. Photos are being placed here. Now, descriptive questions. So same, on the same topic, descriptive questions. This concept is called book concept. So it's a lot of our schools who have whom we have onboarded now are actually following this tool efficiently to pass on all their work, right? Then if you have any presentations can be to explain a concept, presentations can be loaded, workbooks can be loaded, notepads, PDFs, all those files can be loaded in this site. Right. Now let me show you few more examples in English. I'll take some English and show you some few more examples over here. For example, let me sorry here. Find your kitchen tools. See how interactive and fun-filled and learning it is for a student. What other tools do you have in the kitchen? This grid can be a small 3x3 grid, 4x4 grid, 5x5 grid. It depends on the student's class. We can create that. Find out the wild animals. So it will be a fun thing for a student to actually find these crosswords here. So let me find out that, and I could find this strainer here. Okay. Now I found this. Now what I'll do is simply come and check. So I got only 1 mark. Now I'm asking to show the answer. So now I got this answer now. Now if I want to go and again practice the same thing, right? Then the words get jumbled up again. It will not be in the same place. It gets jumbled up. It will be in some other place now. Yeah, it has come over here.
To add a note, Hari, the words can be upside down, and downwards up, and it can be vertical, upside down, and downwards up. All the ways. It can be all the ways also if you want to complicate it.
We can design when we are creating itself. We can design for a class 1, 2. You do not want to complicate and give them in a horizontal or a vertical lines. You can give that, and for others you can give in reverse also. You can give all that. You can configure. Let me also show you a few more examples here. Right. Complete the sentences with verbs let, have, or get. Sentences with verbs, nouns, pronouns, common nouns, whichever you want to mention. This is just an example which you have got. Let me now say get. So get, have. I'm just writing something. Gave. No. Okay, I have written some 3 things here, and I want to just check. So all 3 are wrong. Show solution. It will not show the solution. Why it will not show the solution is it says please fill in all the blanks to view the solution. So we have this check in place. We ensure that the student at least done an attempt, fill every blank, otherwise we will not show the answer. So let me retry it now. Let me now write any answer. Now when I go and ask, it shows the sentence here, the correct answers here, right? Here teacher can give a clue also. To solve this problem, teacher can give a clue also, right? This is the clue which has been given to the teacher by the teacher to the student to answer this. This way, a clue can also be given, right? Let me also give you a few more examples. Form a sentence. You jumble up the words like this and ask the student to write. It is cloudy and windy today. So this is right. So the solution for other things? It will not. I have to fill in like I told you, right? I write something and so solution. So all the kinds of the way I can write this complete the wordings are given over here. So it's a good practicing tool, and it's up to the teachers to create a practice session or a lesson the way they really want to teach a student. So there is a live class on tenses. Teacher has schedule a live class. Okay, let me again. This has been ended, so let me show you something. When we will also create. Okay, I want to show you an example of recording. Anyways, so questions on tenses. Identify the simple present tense from the below options. So you can write that and then answer that. There's one very facility here. So taking a student to a web for any further information is not a right or advisable thing today, because once, for example, for a higher class, you may think on earth, or this being an online course, you may give some reference sites refer to National Geographical Channel, so and so. You want to give some reference for a student to go through even more details on a specific topic, right? Giving a web page link to them is not advisable, because there is no control for the student to actually go here and there. So at least what we are trying to do is minimize the occurrences of wrong occurrences here. What facility we have is teacher can integrate that lesson here itself, means that website can be integrated here. What do I mean by integration? So the tenses lesson, a teacher found a very nice concept. So the same portal has been integrated here. So student can actually browse here and go through all the present tenses, about all the tenses here. This englishclub.com has got a good write-up on the tenses. So she has given the link here itself. So student can view here only. He will not go out of this website. That's kind of things are available here. Now let me show you a few more examples on creating some fun-filled interactive content here. So find out or mark the verbs or pronouns or this thing. So here it's simple marking. It's not dragging or do anything. So student will keep marking all the, here the types of berries have to be found. So I got 5 out of 7. So solution, I missed these 2. If there are any negative things, it also identifies that. Now fill in the blanks, find the capitals, fill in the blanks, right? Drag and drop the capitals here. So your information is over here. The right answers have to be dragged and kept over here, and then check and get the solutions, right? Now I'm quickly running through. Wherever you think you want to spend some time, please stop me, right? This is one more tool. Match the wonders. This is a memory game. Match the 7 wonders with their flags. So Taj Mahal is here, so it gets matched here actually. So China. So here I saw China here. So now it matches. Like that, memory games can be done with animals types, animal types, or male and female, or child and parent. All these kinds of matching can be on text-based matching, or image-based matching also can be done. There are a lot of activities can be done here, right? So now let me go and show you some reports available for a student here. This is the report card for the student Ritish, wherein subject wise all the final gradings, activity wise gradings are given here. This is subject wise. Once he gets into the view report, so subject wise, topic wise grading is available for him. He can see has all his, so parent, as a parent can see how, topic wise the student grading given by the teacher, and thereby basis the weighted average and all that, the overall performance of the student can be viewed. This is an online report. Teacher doesn't need to do anything while creating the subject, class itself, everything gets captured like this, right? Now I'll quickly move on to teacher login, and I'll try to show you there how easy it is to create and how a teacher login looks like. Okay, so similarly, like I told you, teacher login also has got a unique username and password. If you recollect, Karthik is the teacher for a maths subject. So Karthik, with Karthik username and password, I am logging in. So I told you Karthik has been given 2 classes, class 1 and class 2. So Karthik has to give, has to create content for both the classes independently, right? Now Karthik, what as a teacher, what he has done is he has created the lesson here. Whatever maths class we have seen under the student class 2 student Ritish there, it is nothing but the class which has been created, the class 2 teacher here, Karthik. So these are the classes which maths class which Karthik has created for class 2. We exactly saw the same thing over there. So whatever teacher, the way she creates over here, it comes in over there, right? So teacher, let me, before jumping into how to create, the teacher activity board is also the same thing. The immediate things would be available here. Whatever teacher will have a reminders here if there are activities, and for the subjects given to the teacher, the subjects will be given as a information over here, right? Calendar and the school level info, announcements also comes over here for the teacher. Now let me go to the subject, and let's try to create a lesson now. So all a teacher needs to do is click on the subject, come here into the settings box, turn editing on. Now it is open for the teacher to play around here. So what a teacher needs to do is come down here. Add topic is nothing but creating lessons. So don't read too much into it. You will be given rigorous training for a good number of days till the time you are accustomed and used to it. But what I'm trying to say here is try to understand and see how easy it is. It is like going on to a Flipkart or an Amazon and try doing some shopping by selecting some criteria. That's it. Don't think too much about it, right? So now this is a lesson. Add topic is like nothing but adding lessons. Now let me try to create some 4 lessons here. I am trying to, today I have time, being Saturday, so Saturday to Sunday today. Sunday I have a full time. I want to create some 4 lessons. I have all the digital content with me. Now I've created 4 lessons here. Now all I need to do is edit, pencil mark, just I'll write lesson 6. I'll say time as a concept. Now I'll click on this lesson 7. Sorry for my knowledge here, clock. Then lesson 8, algebra. Lesson 9, statistics. Okay, I'm just giving some example. Now that I know, I have to create all this. These are the second class lessons. Let's assume that these are second class lessons. Now time lesson is there. Now as a teacher for second class, she has to now explain the concepts of time first. That explanation of concepts, we will see what kinds of how many types we can upload the content, right? And also create a live class. And then again, assignments, practice tests, examinations is up to the teacher to create. So we'll see these 4 things how to be created over here, and let's go in the. Now let me, in the time, first thing as a teacher I have to do is, so this is what a teacher will be shown when they get in this, when they log in into this lesson. Here what a teacher has is, there is an assignment, there is a live blue button, there is a live class Zoom meeting. So your account will get integrated here. So if you have a Zoom account, you can straight away come over here, click on this and create a Zoom account. So I'll show you example of big blue button because I've created that. The account number I've created, so I'll do that. Then a lesson, how to create a lesson. We saw this book example, book. a PPT or a Word document or a PDF file as a lesson can be created over here. All these can be created. We spoke about that external, the tenses wala thing we can create over here. So let's now go and create. First let's take one by one. Now as a teacher I want to come and create a lesson. Now I'm just clicked on lesson and add. So explanation on time. Okay, explanation on time. How do you want to explain this lesson? Right, you can type time. Okay, year has 365 days. All that you want to give a simple text like this, you can give. That's the first model, right? One way is that. Second thing you can do is you want to upload a picture. So come here, image. For example, teacher has written on a piece of paper on the concept, and she's just wants to upload that concept here. Now I'm creating that, right? All right. So imagine this is the concept which teacher has put it on board. For a lack of example, I'm just giving this. So this, then for example, teacher has a very good video of her own. She created by explaining it on a board. She created a video. Right now she has to do is here. You will start seeing all that here. You don't need to remember any audio or video file. Now you can choose an audio file or a video file. I have chosen a video file here. So now teacher will come over here. There's a math video. I've got some sample video here. I'm trying to upload that here. Right, insert media. So the video got loaded here. Now let's say teacher found a nice content on some YouTube, right? Let's go to YouTube. I'm taking an example of YouTube. It can be any free data. It can be Khan Academy. They found a nice concept on explaining something, right? So any free content or anything which
we all want to connect with us.
She can just simply concept that URL, whatever we have seen. I'm pasting it here. I'm just giving you all possible things. How fast I'm able to create, I'm just trying to show you here, right? Fifth, she wants to, once she loaded this thing, as a teacher, I want to give my piece of information as a recording. So now let me record something. Hi students, please go through the videos and make a note of any doubts you have. So tomorrow when we meet on the live class, I will address those questions. Now just attach. This same thing can be video also. Students would love to see their teacher's face. They would want. So similarly, right, I can record my hi students, please go through the recording, classes and record, right? Sorry. So I'm having a cursor issue here. No issues. So I'm just coming back, right? So like that, all the lesson can be created, and important things to be noticed here is you don't need to do any of the other things. Come here. When do you want this lesson to be? You can say I want this lesson to be from August 1st. You can put the date, and so student can only access this content from there. And you can give a deadline also. After that, please remove the content. Or if you leave the content like that, 365 days, 24/7, student can view this. Now you can also put one thing here, activity completion. what you can say is student activity as complete when conditions are met. Okay, the conditions being student must view the activity to complete it, must receive a grade, means after teacher correcting or after getting a grade also you can do that. So like that we can say and say now as a teacher I'll come down and save it. So the lesson has been created completely, done. I'm done with the lesson creation. So I've created many things under it, so it took 5 minutes for me to create the complete thing. If there is only one video or something as an explanation, it's 1 minute they can create that. Simple, just come over here, add a video. Now let me create a live class, right? I want to create a live class here. Simple, live class on time, right? I can send a notification to students. I can do that. I can select few students. If there is something for a big students, if you want to run something additional, you can select that. Now when do I want to do that? You can put the dates here. Now I would need another 10 minutes in this session, so let's keep it as 38 here. Okay, or let me keep it as 38 here. So after
you can give it from 30 itself, Hari.
Yeah, no, I want to show them that the join session also comes over there. Yeah, now save. The session has been created. It's as simple to create a live class. So live class for this session, for this students have been created for on time. Now I'm going back. Now I want to create some H5P content, interactive content. Okay, on time you may not have some, but let me try to show you what all can be done in this interactive content. H5P is an external tool. We have integrated them, right? Here, if you look at arithmetics, we saw that all that can be done. Fill in the blanks, mark the words, true or false, course presentation, dialog boxes, drag and drop, drag the words. I showed you a few of these examples, right? Interactive video, memory game I've showed you, multiple choice questions, single choice set, summaries can be written, timelines, image host. There are many things can be done over here. Dictation, find the words. Dictation also can be done. Means teacher would say something, in that student have to identify the words and write. So those things can be also. So a lot of activities can be created. Let me create here a simple activity to show you how easy it is. So arithmetic. So here I can take this example and then the explanation is available over there, but let me not go into it. Let us create a linear equations. Let's create a linear equation example here. Okay, I'm creating these linear equations. So if I select arithmetics here, I can select any of these: addition, subtractions, multiplications, divisions. If I select linear equations here, from a basic like this till I think 7th or 8th class, we have this advanced level. So all I need to do is select the level in which I want to give the exam here. How many questions I want to give? I'll just mention 10 questions, 20, 30, whatever, how many questions you want to give. You want to give these numbers also in fractions? I'll say I want to give it in fractions. Now I don't need to create number of questions. System automatically generates the 10 different questions now. So I'm done with this. I have created the activity for the student to practice. Activity has been created. And these 10 questions also, when I log in student and show you, it keeps changing. It will not be the same 10 questions which is available for the student, right? So this is how the interactive contents can be created. Now let me show you an example on quiz. I will not create a quiz because it will take time. So let me simply show you the number of and different varieties of quizzes can be created, right? So now let me go here, save the quiz, edit. So if you have a workbook with you, that question banks can be uploaded. You don't need to do a question by question enter. You can straight away upload the complete content here, right? I'm just showing you here. So now these are the types of quizzes you can means short assignments you can create. Multiple choice, true, false, matching, short answers, numerical, calculated simple values, drag and drops, image drops. So there are many kinds of questions or quizzes can be created here, right? And each and every time you can create a different question. And when you try to do something, it's very simple. Let me give you an example of true or false. This is question 1 I'm creating. PM of India is Modi, right? All I need to do is come here. Default mark is 1. I want to give 5 marks here, right? I can give the answers or whatever questions also in image. I can give everything again, all the features. The way you want to give question can be again as per you. You can select any of those things. Now all I'm doing is coming here. Is it right answer? Yes, it is right answer. If it is false, feedback. If it is false, I need to write here, right? Get your basics right. Basics right is the feedback. PM is Modi. Okay, this is whichever way you want to give. I'm just saving it and continue. So this first question has been created. Now like that, teacher can create. Now teacher can create any other model. No need to take the same model to create a question, right? Now let me go back again, and then let's go back to lesson 6. I'll talk about very important function here, assignment. Today as a school, maths is very important subject to us. Similarly, unfortunately, we are working on it. There is no typing thing for a Telugu or a Hindi, or there are some French and other subjects which are running as language, second and third languages. We don't have those skills available on our keypads now. So maths, most importantly, answer is not the ultimate thing. Process is mostly a teachers look into the process, what is the approach he has taken, and step-by-step thing is validated. How do we do that? Similarly, descriptive question and answers, unit tests, quarterly examination, half-yearly examinations, we and our students have been practicing this for years, and it's a proven way of answering and getting ready or getting a feedback, right, for the learning curve. So what we can do here is we can create a this thing. So we can upload a question bank here and say on a piece of paper, teacher can write all the questions and tell the student, please answer it here. Let me talk about, since we'll take clock example, let me give a example of what's the time in the image. First question, right? I can upload an image over here, right? I am just giving an example here. You take the things as per we can define it as per our requirements, right? Next, I'm saying draw 7:15, 9:45, 10:20 on homework and upload the image. So this has been given to the student as 2 questions. Now what you can define here is, when do you want to give this? For example, today I'm creating the lesson on time. So let me give the availability of 1-2 days for the student to practice. Now third day I want to, after 2 days I'll give this assignment here. What is the cutoff date? When do I need to remind the teacher to grade this? Teacher has to now come student by student and grade this. This is not the online multiple choice or blanks, fill in the blanks. It's not the same thing. It's the actual question papers or the math problems which teacher has to go paper by paper, right? There has to be a grading for this thing. Now I am selecting both file submission and online text, right? Now I'll come and say, students, please submit this. So I've saved this. Now this assignment has been created. In my class as a Karthik, I have 4 students. None of them have submitted. These are the deadlines. Due date is so and so. they have to submit by so and so. All the students have to submit the test, right? This is how I've created a time lesson in all these ways. Now let me go and show you the same thing in student for 2 minutes. Next 5 minutes we'll spend on how the student looks these things and try to address few concepts. Sorry, I'm taking time so that I want to really give you a sense of this tool completely, right? So now we have scheduled this, right? It's 5:38. We have scheduled this. Now there is a session called join here. So when I click as a student join session here, it directly takes me to the live class. I really don't need to do anything as a student. So this is a big blue button. This way we can integrate our Zoom. We can integrate everything.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
I'm muting here.
You are now muted.
As a student, I've joined here, right? And I'm sharing my video. Right? And as a student, if you see here, I can't share my screen. As a student, I can't share my screen. As a student, I can't even record. Hi everyone. I can't record also, right? I will log in as a teacher. Okay, looks like Satish has joined as a teacher here. Satish here, can you? Yeah. Yeah, Satish has joined as a teacher now. So he has shared his screen to us. So now all the students will, the same way how the Zoom is happening, it can be done the same way, right? Now Satish can also, as a teacher, only Satish can record the session as a teacher. Can you, yeah, see, the session has now started recording. So now as a student on my book, you can start seeing this session, right? Now he can end the session and we can move out of that, right? This is how the complete class is integrated for a student. Now, similarly, let me now go and take you to the math. This thing, there is a lesson 6 which is available. So either I can go this way or I can come here and click on that. So math 6 is here. The complete explanation what has been loaded here, it is available for the student here. Whatever we have done here, all that is available for the student.
Good morning, children. Marks are given.
There's a YouTube video, if you remember, we have uploaded. Then this is my voice. Hi students, please go through the videos and right. So the complete lesson is available for the student to go through. Now live class, we just saw that. Now the linear equations, we have taken a interactive content or this thing. I'm just clicking on start. See, it's ready. I have not created these questions. 2z minus 2. Let's remember this 2z minus 2. Okay. Like that, all this. So time will be available here, and he has to select. Now let me come back and I want to try the same thing again. I want to practice as a student more and more. As a teacher, we can tell a student, you have not done. See, the question has changed. So when in our interactive questions, looking at their assessment results and exam results, we can tell a student, Hari, you have not done your exam properly. You've got very poor marks. So please go into the same portal and keep practicing it. Keep practicing at it. So though you have given 10 questions, the 10 questions itself keep on changing. So that way we can create the interactive content. Now there is a quiz which we have created, right? So now I'm trying to attempt the quiz here. PM Modi is okay. I'll say false because we have given that answer there. Submit. So it said it's a wrong answer. Get your basics right. PM is Modi. This is what we have written. The correct answer is true. So whatever teacher explanation she wants to give, teacher wants to give, he or she has to be. Now this is the assignment, right? This is the assignment which we give. Now I'm taking this exam. Now what all I need to do is add submission here. So as a student, I will come over here. So for this, I'm writing for the first question, I'm saying 745 is the answer. For the second question, what I need to do is I have to draw, assume that I've done it on a piece of paper. I've taken a photo of it. Now let me come back, upload that. Okay, and let me come back. Assume that I've done that, so I'm uploading that file. So even images can be uploaded. It's not only a PDF file or anything. I'll show you where to do and what to do, how to do it. So here PDF files and all are getting uploaded. So if a student wants an image to be loaded, even all these facilities are available. The way he wants to respond, he or she wants to respond as a student or a teacher wants to create, everything can be done here. Now I've done my submission. Now it says I have submitted for grading yet to be done. That solution is available. If he has done something wrong, he can edit and do that, re-attempt it, right? This is how the examination or a math or a Telugu, Hindi practice sessions and examinations can be conducted here through the assignment route, right? Now let me go again as a teacher back and show you what is available. See, one is for the teacher, the login session is available, right? Second thing is grading has to be done, right? We have seen a cutoff date. Whether I don't know whether you remember it. Now I'm coming and trying to grade. As a teacher, now I'm getting into correction mode for all the examinations which a teacher has created. So this is the picture which has been loaded by the student. Now teacher, page by page, if it's a PDF, if it is a Word, if it's a JPEG also comes over here. She can look at that. Whatever texts have been written, the text will be coming over here, and teacher can give marks. Okay, I'm giving 100 off, or 90 I'm giving for these 100 marks. Teacher can even write down remarks. Good. And come here, right? Save and show next. So teacher will move to the next student. So now the next student, Bhargavi, has come in. Bhargavi has not done the submission. No attempt has been done. Like that, teacher can go calculate, do the complete assessments in that way, right? Now I'm just trying to show you one point over here in the join session. Not here, sorry. So we just gone through that, right? Presentation. So assuming that teacher has not, students have not attended the live class. So what we have done? So this was the session, right? The session was recorded. So since it was on mute there, we are not able to hear anything. But so for a student, he will not miss the class. So whatever class has been missed, the session is available here as a recording. This is the other most important feature available for us now, right? With this, I am done with my session. So before taking the questions, what I will do is I'll just quickly take you 5 minutes. I will not spend more than that. I'll quickly take you through how a student can access the same thing, or teacher and a student accesses on a mobile phone. Now I'm connecting on my mobile, right? So this is my mobile phone, teachers. So on the mobile phone, what I'll first do is I'll go to I'm going to Chrome. Okay. There's a home page for Karthik. As a teacher, we saw that. So look at this, teachers. It gets aligned properly. There is no left or right here. You can't move left or right because it should not be. That's a more inconvenient thing for a teacher. See, the complete home page of teacher is available here. And let's, for example, assume that a teacher doesn't have a laptop or a desktop at home, and teacher is forced to create a content in the phone. Is it viable or is it flexible? Yes, the answer is yes. See, it's very easy for a teacher to even create lessons, conduct live classes on mobile phone. See, this has been done. Now we'll go add activity here. Whatever we have seen, the only difference here is big screen versus small screen. That's it. There is no other difference for a teacher. It's simple, big screen versus small screen. So this is one thing which I want to show you as a teacher login. Then I'll come and show you the app for a student login. Right? It takes 1 minute for us to just show you this. Then after that, we are open for any questions and we can get into detailed discussions on anything else. I've already done the login here. So this is the app for student. So this app, if you look at, because most of our students would be using an app, they may not have desktops or laptops at home. See how nicely the same thing has been created. All the lessons are available here. All the lessons are available here. Now let me show you a couple of things here. This is the ELL, Expressive English Language Lab. This is a lab which we have created, which focuses on LSRW skills of a student. This is done class by class. LSRW skills, you know it, ma'am. Listening. So we have created a lot of activities under listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So we have created this. This is our content for under each of this thing, and it is aligned to the classroom curriculum. So for a UKG, LKG, first class to 10th class, class-wise curriculum has been aligned in this, and the examples are given over here for a student to come back and practice on this basic LSR skills, so that his English vocabulary and speaking skills will get improved. If you look at here,
Nina went to the market. She bought.
Sorry, when I telecasted, I did not choose the audio function here. So there is a lot of listening and skills over here, which is available under each of the sector.
We can listen to your audio.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Right. Similarly, lot of activities are available here. For example, speaking. There is one task under speaking. So this is created by us. You don't need to create. This is for all the students we can give here. So at least till now, 15 years of our experience in education sector, we have not seen any tool which focuses on LSR skills as LSRW skills like the way this product has been created, right? So we can give it detailed. I need a complete session, at least an hour session on taking you through the ELL lab in detail, right? Now, the other day I've showed you to few of our teachers on the Abacus integration. Now that students are at home, how do we teach them? So using our LMS tool, we will give them live lessons or videos we will create and put it. So what a student will do is he will come and do lots of practices on our app. So let me minimize this. Right, if you look at here, so I'm selecting a level, so practice. So exactly the tool comes over here. And the beauty of this tool is I can't solve this problem 5 plus 1 plus 2. I can't write the answer here. I have to solve the problem by moving the beats in the right way. 5 plus 1 plus 2. That's how I make the answer to it. 20, right? Sorry, 20. 20 plus 1 plus 5. So I have to move the beats to make an answer. I can't move anything. I can't do anything on pen or other thing, right? So once a student does this, we have given some 500 questions in each level, so that he can do multiple times, and he comes back to the same question again. The logic remains same. The question keeps changing, and the answers are given over here. And there are analytical reports which comes to the teacher saying which student has, if some students are going wrong and whatever mistakes they have done, we will ping, give that supportive tool, analytical information back to the respective teacher, saying the student is not got the concept right or something like that. That's how the Abacus tool also has been integrated with us.